This video explains the concept of intent in Noalism. According to Noalism, intent is the source of all things, and intent is the force that makes the impossible possible. When one is connected to intent, one is able to use intent to realize one's desires. In order to realize your desires, your connection to intent must be strong. If that's so, you will be able to use your intent by simply focusing on what you want. First, you command your desire to yourself. Then you repeat the command to yourself. By repeating the command to yourself, the command becomes the command of the source of all things, intent. Then the command comes to be realized. Now, let me explain how to connect with intent. Normally, our energies and thoughts are scattered and bound to the outside. In order to connect with intent, we must first free the energies from bondage and gather the energies within ourselves. This is because intent is deep within us. In addition, in Noalism, the training method of stopping the internal dialogue is explained many times. It is the training method of stopping your thoughts for half an hour or an hour in order to achieve inner silence. In this practice, you must stop your internal dialogue with a strong will, just as you learn the language with a strong will. This frees the energy from reason and allows the energy to be gathered into intent. Since intent is the opposite of reason, it is necessary to stop the internal dialogue and free the energy from reason. Noalism explains how we are connected with intent as the 6 abstract course. By understanding the 6 abstract cores, we can strengthen our connection with intent. Let me explain the 6 abstract cores. The first abstract core is called the manifestation of the Spirit. When the connection between you and intent is activated, the Spirit, namely intent, can manifest to you through intuition. For example, there may have been times in your life when your life gets better because you acted on your intuition. This is called the manifestation of the Spirit. The second abstract core is called the knock of the Spirit. In the knock of the Spirit, you recognize the intervention of the Spirit in your life through a series of events. For example, there may have been a time in your life when you struggled without money. And just at that time, you may have happened to get some money. Or you may have escaped a certain crisis by a certain coincidence. This is called the knock of the Spirit. The third abstract core is called the trickery of the spirit. The trickery of the spirit is that intent plays a trick on you. The spirit makes you behave differently than you normally would, and makes you grow. For example, you may have had a certain ordeal in your life. And, because of that ordeal, you might have grown as a result. This is called the trickery of the spirit. The fourth abstract core is called the descent of the spirit. It is an experience in which the spirit reveals itself to you. Specifically, you have the mystical experience of seeing fibers of light. Noalism teaches that the essence of the real world is made up of fibers of light. The fibers of light are described as innumerable, vibrating, alive, aware, and overwhelming pressure. And my own clear light experiences in the past have been just like that. The fifth abstract core is called the requirements of intent. And the name was changed from spirit to intent from the fifth abstraction, because it is not an action from the spirit to you, but an action from you to intent. In the requirements of intent, you can use the shine of your own eyes to invoke intent. Intent is light, and it is connected to the shine of the eyes. For example, you can relive your mystical experience by intending the specific shine of your eyes that is associated with your mystical experience in the past. The sixth abstract core is called handling intent. In handling intent, if you have enough energy, you can connect with intent completely, at will. Intent is called silent knowledge, because there is wisdom beyond thinking. There is no dualistic distinction between subjective and objective. So, when you completely connect with intent, you come to feel like you are in two places at once. According to Noalism, intent is the force that causes a portion of one's energy emanations to glow. And it is the force that creates one's perception. By connecting with intent, one can also make the inner part of one's energy emanations that don't normally glow. In this way, one can also do astral projection and perceive the world of another dimension. In addition, by connecting with intent, one can also make all parts of one's energy emanations glow. In this way, one can eventually be liberated from reincarnation.